Have you ever woken up in the morning, swung your legs off the side of the bed, and felt like your body just isn't as strong as it used to be? Maybe you noticed your knees trembling when you stood, or your balance wasn't steady as you walked down the hallway. For so many Americans over 60, this is the daily reality. Muscles that once carried us through long workdays, family chores, and weekend projects now feel softer, weaker, and less reliable. Doctors have a name for this. It's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and it's one of the biggest reasons seniors lose independence. But here's the hopeful truth: your body is not finished. In fact, with the right natural support, it can still rebuild strength, restore balance, and give you back the confidence to walk strong again. And believe it or not, one of the simplest tools for doing that isn't found in a pill bottle or an expensive treatment plan. It's in your teacup, that's right. Certain teas, backed by science and trusted for centuries, can help your body fight sarcopenia, rebuild muscle tissue, and energize your steps. Today, I'm going to share the 3 teas that every American over 60 should know about, plus how to use them for the best results. Forget the myth that tea is just a soothing drink. In the right form, at the right time, it can be a medicine cabinet in a cup. Let's start by understanding why tea is so powerful. When most of us think of tea, we think of relaxation. Something to sip in the evening while watching the news or sitting on the porch. But tea is more than comfort. It's packed with bioactive compounds, polyphenols, catechins, antioxidants, and amino acids that directly influence your muscles, your energy, and your brain. And here's the fascinating part: these compounds don't just keep you from getting sick, they actively work inside your muscles, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and enhancing the way your body uses protein to rebuild strength. That means drinking the right tea consistently can become a daily muscle-supporting ritual as natural and easy as brushing your teeth. The first tea on our list is green tea, one of the most studied beverages in the world. Americans sometimes think of it as a weight loss drink, but the truth runs deeper. Green tea contains catechins, especially one called EGCG, that act like shields against muscle breakdown. As we age, inflammation creeps into our muscle tissue, weakening fibers and slowing recovery. EGG calms that inflammation, allowing your muscles to repair more efficiently after daily use. But that's not all. Green tea also supports metabolism, which means when you pair it with a protein-rich breakfast, your body uses that protein more effectively. Imagine fueling your muscles with eggs or yogurt, then washing it down with green tea. You're not just eating food, you're activating a process where nutrients are absorbed more fully and muscles get the raw material they need. I once met Harold, a 75-year-old retired school bus driver from Kentucky, who told me he felt like his legs were giving out on him. His daughter gave him a simple challenge: replace his afternoon soda with a cup of green tea. Within 2 months, Harold said he noticed he could mow his lawn again without stopping to rest. His blood pressure improved, but more importantly, his legs felt like they had strength again. He told me, "It's just tea, but it feels like medicine." That's the kind of transformation something as simple as green tea can bring. The second tea every senior should know about is rooibos tea, a caffeine-free red tea from South Africa. Now, you may not have heard of rooibos, but once you learn what it does, you'll never look at your teacup the same way. Rooibos is loaded with antioxidants that specifically target stress hormones. Why does that matter for muscle? Because high-stress hormones like cortisol accelerate muscle breakdown. Many American seniors live under constant stress: financial worries, health concerns, family responsibilities. This stress doesn't just affect your mood, it eats away at your strength. Drinking rooibos in the evening can lower cortisol levels, calm your nervous system, and create the perfect environment for your muscles to repair overnight. Think of it as turning off the alarm bells inside your body so the builders can finally get to work. And because it's naturally caffeine-free, rooibos won't interfere with your sleep. In fact, many seniors report better rest when they add rooibos to their nighttime routine. And better rest means better recovery. A woman named Patricia, 72 years old from Iowa, told me she used to wake up 3 or 4 times a night with cramps in her legs. She was exhausted and discouraged. When she started drinking rooibos tea an hour before bed, those cramps began to fade. She told me she woke up one morning, walked to the kitchen, and realized for the first time in years she hadn't stumbled. Patricia said, "I never thought tea could change my nights, but now I don't go to bed without it." Rooibos gave her muscles the rest they needed to rebuild. The third tea is ginger tea, and this one has been used in American households for generations as a remedy for stomach aches and colds. But ginger is more than a digestive aid. It's a potent anti-inflammatory root that improves circulation, reduces muscle soreness, and even enhances balance. For seniors, circulation is critical. Weak blood flow means your muscles don't get enough oxygen and nutrients, leading to weakness and fatigue. Ginger tea naturally expands blood vessels, allowing better flow to your legs and arms, and with that comes energy, warmth, and strength. It also soothes joint pain, making it easier to stay active. Activity is the trigger that tells your muscles to grow, so by easing pain and improving circulation, ginger tea sets the stage for stronger steps. I knew a retired Marine named Charles, 68 years old, from North Carolina. He prided himself on his toughness, but admitted that arthritis and weak legs were slowing him down. He started drinking ginger tea in the mornings with breakfast, and within weeks he noticed less stiffness in his knees. More importantly, he said he could walk longer without feeling like his legs were dragging. Charles said, "But I thought I was washed up, but now I feel like I've got fight left in me." That's what ginger tea can do. It doesn't just soothe, it empowers. So here we have it: green tea to reduce muscle breakdown and improve nutrient use, rooibos to lower stress hormones and enhance overnight repair, and ginger tea to improve circulation and reduce soreness. Together, these three teas form a powerful trio for seniors who want to walk strong again. But here's the key. It's not about drinking one cup and expecting miracles. It's about making them part of your daily rhythm. Morning with green tea, evening with rooibos, and ginger tea either in the morning or afternoon to keep blood flowing and inflammation low. That rhythm creates an environment where your body can rebuild instead of decline. Now let's take a closer look at what's really happening inside your muscles when you drink these teas. Because once you see how they work at a biological level, you'll understand why they're so effective. Green tea catechins neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage muscle cells. They also enhance insulin sensitivity, meaning your muscles pull in glucose more efficiently, fueling activity and repair. Rooibos contains unique antioxidants called aspalathin and nothofagin, which directly lower cortisol and balance blood sugar. Balanced blood sugar means less energy crash and more steady fuel for your muscles. Ginger's compounds like gingerol and shogal actively reduce inflammatory pathways, similar to how certain pain medications work but without the side effects. These are not weak effects. They are measurable, documented, and experienced daily by seniors who commit to these teas. And when combined with adequate protein, light movement, and proper sleep, the results multiply. You don't just feel better, you rebuild. Now that you know which three teas can make the biggest difference, let's take a deeper dive into how they actually work inside your body and how real Americans are already using them to rebuild strength, fight off sarcopenia, and walk with confidence again. Because it's one thing to know the names of these teas. It's another to understand the transformation they can bring when you make them part of your daily life. Let's return to green tea first. Many seniors are surprised when they hear green tea can actually protect muscle. They imagine tea as something light and delicate, not something strong enough to rebuild tissue. But science paints a different picture. The catechins in green tea, particularly EGCG, are some of the most powerful antioxidants known. When you drink green tea, those catechins travel through your bloodstream and reach your muscle fibers. There, they neutralize oxidative stress, the same stress that wears down your muscle cells every day. Think of oxidative stress like rust slowly eating away at the beams of a bridge. Without protection, the bridge weakens until one day it collapses. Catechins are like anti-rust paint, coating your muscles and protecting them from daily wear and tear. But green tea does more than protect. It enhances your body's use of protein. Every time you eat eggs, fish, chicken, or yogurt, your body breaks down that protein into amino acids, which then build muscle. Catechins help your body use those amino acids more efficiently. That means the same breakfast you've been eating suddenly becomes more powerful at building strength when you add green tea. I remember an American couple, Dan and Susan, both in their early 70s, who said they felt tired every afternoon. They ate healthy meals but still felt weak. Their grandson, studying nutrition in college, suggested they add green tea to breakfast. Within a few weeks, they said their energy lasted longer through the day, and they didn't feel as sluggish by evening. Susan even said she noticed her legs felt steadier when she walked to the mailbox. The tea didn't change their diet. It made their diet work harder for them. Then there's rooibos tea. This red tea might not be as common in American kitchens, but it should be. One of the biggest obstacles to muscle repair is stress. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is like acid on your muscle tissue. It signals your body to break down protein instead of build it. That's why people under constant stress often lose muscle, gain belly fat, and feel weaker even if they eat well. Rooibos directly combats cortisol. Its unique antioxidants calm the nervous system, lower cortisol levels, and allow your body to shift from breakdown mode to repair mode. This effect is especially important at night. When you drink rooibos before bed, you're telling your body, it's time to rest, recover, and rebuild. I think of Margaret, a 70-year-old widow from Indiana. She admitted she was constantly anxious, worrying about bills and her health. She said she barely slept and she noticed her legs felt weaker by the month. A neighbor introduced her to rooibos tea, and she started drinking it in the evening instead of coffee. Within weeks, she told me she was sleeping through the night. But even more importantly, she said her morning walks felt easier, as if her muscles had actually recharged overnight. Margaret said, "I thought tea was just for relaxation, but it feels like it gave me back my nights." That's exactly what rooibos does. It creates the calm your body needs to rebuild. Now let's talk about ginger tea. If green tea is the protector and rooibos is the calmer, ginger tea is the energizer. Circulation is everything when it comes to muscle health. Without good blood flow, nutrients don't reach your tissues and waste products don't get cleared out. Poor circulation leaves your muscles starved, cramped, and weak. Ginger's compounds naturally open blood vessels and improve flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients right where they're needed. This makes every step easier and every movement smoother. Ginger also reduces inflammation in the joints, which often hold seniors back from being active. When pain eases, movement increases, and movement is the signal your muscles need to grow. Take the example of Robert, a 68-year-old former factory worker from Ohio. He had stiff knees from years of heavy labor and admitted he was walking less and less. His daughter encouraged him to try ginger tea in the mornings. Within a month, Robert said he felt warmth in his legs that he hadn't felt in years. His knees hurt less, and he was able to walk around the block without stopping. Robert told me, "It feels like the blood is moving again." That's the circulation, boosting effect of ginger tea. And it can make the difference between sitting in a chair and moving through your day with confidence. Another important part of these teas is how they work together. Drinking one is good, but drinking all three in a routine is powerful. Green tea in the morning sets your metabolism and muscle protection in motion. Ginger tea later in the day boosts circulation, reduces soreness, and energizes you to stay active. Rooibos at night lowers stress hormones, creates the perfect environment for muscle repair while you sleep. Together, they form a cycle of protection, activation, and restoration. Every 24 hours, your muscles are supported, nourished, and rebuilt. This isn't a fad. It's a rhythm you can carry for the rest of your life. Some people worry about caffeine. It's true that green tea contains caffeine, though much less than coffee. For most seniors, the modest caffeine in green tea is enough to gently boost alertness without jitters. If caffeine bothers you, you can use decaf green tea, which still contains many of the same catechins. Ginger and rooibos are naturally caffeine-free, so they're safe any time of day, even at night. The key is to listen to your body. Start with small amounts, see how you feel, and adjust. And then there's the emotional side of tea. Drinking tea is more than nutrition. It's ritual. It slows you down, centers you, and reminds you that you're caring for yourself. In America, where mornings are rushed and evenings are filled with distractions, tea creates a pause. That pause itself reduces stress and builds confidence. I knew a couple, Walter and Mary from Nebraska, who began drinking tea together after dinner instead of watching TV right away. They said those moments of calm not only improved their sleep but strengthened their marriage. Mary said, "It's our quiet time, and it feels like it's healing us both." When you add muscle-building benefits to that ritual, it becomes one of the most powerful habits you can adopt. Of course, tea is not magic by itself. It works best when paired with the basics: protein, movement, and sleep. But that's what makes it so effective. It supports the very processes you're already trying to strengthen. Green tea helps you use protein more efficiently. Ginger tea makes movement easier by easing pain and boosting circulation. Rooibos improves sleep and lowers stress so recovery happens. These teas don't replace healthy habits, they multiply them. And that's what makes them such a perfect fit for Americans over 60 who want practical, affordable tools for better health. Now imagine this in your own life. You wake up in the morning, pour yourself a cup of green tea with your eggs or yogurt, and start your day with calm energy. Midday, when stiffness sets in, you brew ginger tea and feel warmth spread through your muscles, giving you energy for a walk or some chores. In the evening, instead of reaching for coffee or soda, you sip rooibos, your body relaxes, and you drift into a deeper sleep. Over weeks, your legs feel stronger, your steps steadier, your balance more secure. You don't dread walking to the mailbox or climbing stairs. You look forward to it. That's the transformation these teas can bring. And here's the best part, they're simple. No complicated diets, no expensive powders, no extreme workouts. Just 3 cups of tea a day, brewed in your own kitchen, guiding your body back to strength. It's practical, it's affordable, and it's within your reach starting today. By now you can see how green tea, rooibos, and ginger each play their part in helping your body rebuild muscle and restore confidence in your steps. But knowing the teas is only the beginning. The real power lies in building a daily rhythm around them so the benefits compound over weeks, months, and years. Because sarcopenia doesn't happen overnight, and neither does recovery. What matters is consistency. Every cup of tea is like casting a vote for your future strength. 1 cup might not make a noticeable difference, but when those cups add up, the transformation becomes undeniable. Let's start with how to build this rhythm in everyday American life. Mornings can be hectic. Doctor's appointments, errands, grandchildren to help. But beginning the day with green tea is a habit that pays off all day long. Pair it with a protein-rich breakfast like scrambled eggs or Greek yogurt. Green tea makes that protein more effective, so your muscles actually use what you're eating. Midday is when stiffness and fatigue often set in, and that's the perfect time for ginger tea. Brew a cup after lunch or during your afternoon break. As the warmth spreads through your body, circulation improves, soreness eases, and you feel the energy to get up and move. In the evening, when the day winds down, rooibos tea becomes your ally. Drinking it an hour before bed calms stress hormones, improves sleep quality, and sets the stage for your muscles to rebuild overnight. This simple rhythm, green in the morning, ginger in the afternoon, rooibos in the evening, becomes a cycle of protection, activation, and repair. Now let's talk about sustainability. One reason people give up on health routines is that they feel too complicated or expensive. The beauty of tea is that it's both simple and affordable. A box of green tea bags can last weeks. Rooibos and ginger are easy to find in American grocery stores or online, and they cost less than most supplements or medications. And unlike pills, tea comes with the ritual of brewing, a reminder that you're taking time for yourself. That ritual itself becomes part of the healing. I spoke with Evelyn, a 73-year-old grandmother from Kansas, who said she felt lost after her husband passed away. She found comfort in making tea every morning, and when she learned about these specific teas, she turned her routine into a health practice. Within months, she said she not only felt stronger but also more hopeful. She told me, "It's more than tea. It's a reminder that I'm still in control of my life." That's the kind of emotional strength that makes physical strength possible. Another key is pairing tea with movement. Tea prepares your muscles, but movement gives them a reason to grow. When circulation improves with ginger tea, use that window to take a walk around the block. When stress is lowered with rooibos at night, allow yourself to stretch gently before bed. When green tea activates your metabolism in the morning, take the opportunity to climb stairs or do a few chair squats. These small movements, fueled by the right teas, create a loop of improvement. Your muscles don't just hold steady, they rebuild. I think of David, a 76-year-old veteran from Texas, who told me he could barely make it from his recliner to the kitchen without feeling winded. He started drinking green tea with breakfast, ginger tea in the afternoon, and rooibos at night. Within 2 months, he proudly told me he was walking to his neighbor's house each evening, something he hadn't done in years. He said, "I thought I was done, but I realized my body just needed the right help." It's also worth addressing doubts, because many seniors feel skeptical. They've tried pills, powders, diets, and promises that didn't deliver. They wonder how something as simple as tea could make a real difference. The answer is that tea doesn't work like a quick fix. It works like a steady ally. It doesn't shock your system, it supports it. Day after day, the antioxidants in green tea protect your muscles from damage. Night after night, rooibos lowers cortisol so your body can repair. Cup after cup, ginger tea improves circulation so nutrients reach your tissues. The changes are subtle at first, but they add up to something profound. And the best part is that there are no dangerous side effects. Unlike harsh medications, tea is gentle, safe, and natural. It works with your body, not against it. Let's not forget the cultural side of tea in America. For decades, coffee has dominated our mornings, and soda has filled our afternoons. Both can overstimulate, spike blood sugar, and leave seniors more tired in the long run. Tea offers a different path. It provides calm focus instead of jittery energy, steady circulation instead of crashes, and deep rest instead of restless nights. Replacing even 1 cup of coffee or soda with one of these teas can create a chain reaction of improvements. And when that becomes 3 cups a day, green, ginger, rooibos, you're supporting every stage of muscle health. Now imagine yourself 6 months from today. You've made tea a habit. You wake up and start the day with green tea and eggs. You feel alert but calm. In the afternoon, you sip ginger tea, and instead of sinking into a chair, you take a walk around the block. Your legs feel warm, steady, alive. At night, you drink rooibos, your body relaxes, and you sleep soundly. Morning comes, and you rise from bed with less stiffness, more energy, and confidence in your steps. Your doctor notices your improved balance. Your family notices your renewed independence. Most importantly, you notice that you're living life again, not just surviving it. That's the future that awaits when you embrace this simple, powerful rhythm. And I want you to remember this: your best years are not behind you. They're still ahead, waiting for you to claim them. Aging is not a sentence of decline. With the right habits, you can build strength, confidence, and freedom well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Green tea, rooibos, and ginger may seem like small things, but together they form a foundation for resilience. They give your muscles what they need, they calm your stress, they energize your steps, and they restore your nights. They don't just change your health, they change your life. So here's my challenge to you. Starting tonight, brew a cup of rooibos tea before bed. Tomorrow morning, swap your coffee or juice for green tea with breakfast. In the afternoon, try a cup of ginger tea instead of soda. Do this for 30 days. Notice how your body feels. Notice your energy, your balance, your sleep. Keep going, and you'll see changes you never thought possible. Don't let another month slip by wondering if it could work. Take the first step now. And before you go, I want to invite you back here. Every week on this channel, I share practical, science-backed tips to help you stay strong, healthy, and independent. We dive into the habits, foods, and natural remedies that make the difference between decline and resilience. If this video helped you, don't stop here. Subscribe, join me again, and keep learning with me. Because your journey to strength isn't finished. It's just beginning. Every cup of tea, every step you take, every video you watch is one more step toward the future you deserve. So stay with me, come back often, and together we'll make sure your best years are still ahead.